Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking every single hidden gem pink diamond NBA 2K26 My Team on this tier list. This is part 2 of the tier list. There are no cards listed on this one. There's 66 cards to go through and rank, though. I did part 1 with the first 66, 67 cards as well. So if y'all want to watch that, it dropped Thursday. Go watch that for all the other pink diamond hidden gems that aren't on this list. But we're going to go through all these in this video. We're going to try to get it done pretty quick, though. 66 is going to be a lot, but we're going to do our best to get through these relatively fast. Allen Iverson at D tier. He is a 6-foot point guard. This card stinks. I would not recommend using him. I think he's one of the worst point guards in the game. Certainly one of the worst pink diamond point guards. Not even close. Jermaine O'Neal's jumper is hideous, but he's got great stats and great badges. The bad jumper really does hold him back a lot. I think I'd go low B. I think I'm going to go above C, but the jumper is bad. If he was a guard, he'd be C or even D. As a big, it's a little more excusable, and his stats are really good, but I think he's B tier. Isaiah Thomas is another no-brainer D tier. He obviously stinks as well. 5'9". That card sucks. He's not good. Honestly, Dolph Shay's 6'8" power forward without great stats or badges either, and his jumper is ugly. I actually think he's D tier as well. That may be a little more of a surprising choice, but I'm not a big fan of that card either. Zach LaVine is an S tier point guard to me. He is one of the best couple PGs on this list. 6'5", yes, but an absolutely nasty slasher with a great jumper. Probably lower S. He's not one of the very best cards in this list, but he's very good, and I think he is an S tier guy. Bobby Jones has a 53 ball and an unusable jumper. You're not using a small forward who can't shoot. That's a D tier card. Calvin Nat, actually very good. 6'6", is undersized, the small forward position, but his stats and badges are really nice, and his jumper's good too. I think he's a high B option. He's definitely solid. Gary Payton, great defensive point guard. Offensively, he's kind of He's not going to be the greatest slasher in the world, but he's going to be okay. His jumper's going to be solid, and he's going to be absolutely a stud defensively at 6'4". I think he's probably pretty similar to a Jason Kidd, in all honesty. A good card. I think he's A tier. John Wall, speaking of good 6'3", 6'4" point guards, more athletic than Gary Payton, not as good of a slasher, or not as good of a defender. He is a better slasher, though, and his jumper also is probably a bit better. I think I prefer Gary's defense more, though, to be totally honest, and the additional size. John Wall's only 6'3", player build isn't going to be as good. I like John Wall. I think he's one of the more fun point guards in the game, but in terms of competitive eliteness, I think he's probably a B tier PG. Richard Jefferson, ugly jumper holds him back a lot. He's 6'7" with great stats and badges, but his shot is baited. It's always baited. It always has been, and it probably always will be, at least early in my team, and that's why Richard Jefferson is never an elite card early in the year. Zach LaVine's going to be our second S tier point guard, or sorry, Lonzo Ball's going to be our second S tier point guard, joining Zach LaVine. There are probably going to be at least 3 or 4 of them on this list, because there are several really good pink diamond hidden gem point guards, and that is another one right there in Lonzo Ball. Great defender with great size, a nice jumper, and a good crossover as well. Got a little bit of SIGs. He's not bad at all. I think ZO2 is a stud. Chris Mullin, really solid defender with a great jumper. He doesn't do much off the dribble, and he's not an elite slasher, but he's actually a pretty solid card. I think high B is fair for him too. He's a good option. I'm not opposed to him at all. Ron Artest, absolutely money jumper, elite fade, elite slasher, and elite defensively especially. He's going to be a very good offensive card, but defensively is where he truly is going to thrive. That's an S tier shooting guard. Definitely one of the best pink diamond shooting guards in my team. Josh Smith. Brook Lopez jumper is much better this year. Really is going to take this card to a much higher level than he's been the last couple of years. His shot is going to be much better, and therefore, with being an incredible slasher and an incredible defender, just being a good enough shooter is going to add a lot of value to pink diamond Josh Smith. I think he's much better this year than he's been the last couple of years. Probably would have been C tier before the jumper got changed, but now I think he's a solid A tier card. Very, very good option. Anton Jameson, jumper is not amazing, but not terrible. I don't think he's special, though. He's one of those ones who's just not quite good enough across the board to really be any higher than B tier, I don't think. Vince Carter, fun shot creator, not as good as Ron Artest, but a very good card, another solid A tier. 6'6", got some decent SIGs, a really good jumper, always an incredible slasher. He's a super solid card. Sean Kemp, another really nice big. He's going to be like 90 speed, 6'10", extremely athletic, and a good finisher, too. I don't know if he's S, but he's definitely high A. I think he's really good, too. Evan Mobley's jumper is atrocious. He's better than, well, I gotta move Jermaine O'Neal down. I'm sorry. I think Evan Mobley's gonna go end of B and Jermaine O'Neal's gonna go high C. He's another, they're pretty similar cards, honestly. Neither of them have good jumpers. You know what? I'm gonna go both of them in C. They're both great stats, great defenders, bad jump shot bigs. I don't trust either of them to be shooters, and for that reason, I just think it's C tier for both. Grant Hill, his diamond is really good. His pink diamond is even better. Kemba escape, great slasher, great stats, great badges on a 6'8" shooting guard. His jumper is much better, or much more consistently easy to be greened this year than it's been the last couple of years, in my opinion. I think this is probably the best that Grant Hill has been in my team in several years. I think he's S tier. Jalen Williams is a 6'5" power forward. I know his animations are nice. He's a 6'5" power forward. I'm actually putting him in D tier. Why is this card a power forward center? Come on. Eddie Jones, Pro 2 fade, super solid defender, actually a good shot creator. He's really nice. Is he S tier though? I think I'm going to go high A. He's very good. I don't think he's S tier though. Cade Cunningham is going to be our third S tier point guard on this list, joining Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball. His movement isn't unbelievable, and neither is his fade, but he is and honestly, to be fair, neither is LaVine's, but he's got a good escape. He's got a great jumper. He's got great size, great defense. He's switchable. He's quality. He's really good. All three of these guys, LaVine, Lonzo, and Cade, provide slightly different aspects on the court. Lonzo's probably the best defender of the group. LaVine's going to be the best offensive card and the best slasher of the group, and Cade's probably the most well-rounded of the group. I think they're all very good. I think they all deserve to be S tier. Antoine Walker, really nice jumper, solid stats and badges, 6'8" small forward. He's a good card. I think I'd go like high B. I don't know if I'd go higher than that. He's not bad. He's not unbelievably insane. He's a good card though. D-Rob, jumper could be a little better, but I think he's probably low S, to be totally honest. There's only one big that's definitively on this list better than him, to be totally honest. He is really, really good. I think he has to go S tier. Mel Daniels, I don't like his shot that much, but he's not awful. He's a fine power forward. I'll go low B. I don't think he's great. De'Aaron Fox, fun shot creator, but a worse John Wall. He's not as good of a slasher. Sigs are actually pretty good. Jumper's nice, but he's undersized. Player build is very frail. I don't think he's amazing. I think I go C with him. Greg Oden, he's just as good as D-Rob. Legitimately. He might even be better. He's that good. I actually think D-Rob is like worse than Greg Oden, as crazy as that might sound. This card's amazing. Outside of, well, Wemby, he's the only one on this list. Obviously KP and a couple of guys like that. Besides Wemby, who we're going to get to, I think Greg Oden's probably maybe the best card on this list. Derek White, or sorry, Greg Oden's the best big on this list anyway. Derek White, if you like 6'4" defensive point guards with good jump shots, you're going to like Derek White. He's not a great slasher, but he reminds me a lot of Gary Payton. That being said, both him and GP feel more like B tier cards than they do A tier cards. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm moving both of them down. I think this is fair. I think that's the best way to do this. Drazen, great jumper, but not good enough defensively or as a slasher to be higher than C. I do like his shot, but he's C tier. Yaw's 7'6". He's got to be S tier. He's actually got like 70 speed, 73. That's somewhere around there anyway. That's good enough to be an S tier big. I think he deserves to be pretty high up on this list. Gobert. Can this pink diamond Gobert shoot in the slightest? I actually don't know for sure. I know last year his Opal kind of could. I doubt this one. Yeah, 43 ball. Yeah, 81 speed, 43. Awesome defender, but a non-shooting big entirely who's not insanely fast. I mean, I think that's a D tier, unfortunately. The defense is very good, but 81 speed, 43. I mean, that's basically pink diamond Dikembe, pretty much. He's 7'1" with a 7'8" wingspan. He's basically Dikembe. Is pretty much what he is. And I think on this list, I'd probably have Dikembe in D tier, which I guess means Rudy Gobert also probably has to go D tier once the freaking tier list decides to load. Come on. Every time I go to 2KDB, it just breaks. All right, Rudy, you're now down in D tier. I'm sorry. Nick Van Exel. Not a good enough scorer, not enough size. He's D tier too. I'm sorry. Speaking of D tier, Clint Capella can't shoot. And Kemba Walker is a tiny, tiny card who can't defend and can't dunk. So all D tier with them. We got 4 D tiers in a row, literally. Chris Webber. Wish his jumper was better. He's solid B tier. I don't think he's higher than that. We don't have that big of an A tier right now. Hope we have some more A tier cards coming. Oh, here's an A tier card. Russell Westbrook. He's going to be nasty as a slasher. He's like a better... Well, John Wall's jumper's better, though. You know what? He's an inch taller than John Wall, but John Wall's jumper's better. We're going to go B tier for Russ. Very good, but not higher than B. DeMar DeRozan. Stats and badges are indicative of a good card. Jumper is really not. Is he above the C tier? I think so. Or above the D tier? I think so, but I don't think he's any higher than that. Amen has a solid shot, absolutely nasty defense, dunking, good player build. I mean, Amen's nice. I think he's low A, but I think he's A. I kind of think Gary has to. I might move GP back up. I love his defense. I don't know. I'm gonna leave him there for now. I might move him back up though. This Monte Ellis card, 2K like gassed in terms of stats and badges, way more than I thought they would. He's probably B. If anybody gets this card off of a breakout board, let me know. He is technically on breakout boards, although I think he's unbelievably rare. But 2K gassed the heck out of this card. He's legitimately very good. Speaking of gassed the heck out of cards, Dave DeBuscher. I need to show y'all this card. Why did 2K do him so good this year? I know his stats aren't unbelievable offensively, but 89 speed, 85 3, 85 standing and driving with, I think, a pretty good jumper. Yeah, Kevin Martin base is going to be good. And he's got decent animations, too. But his defense is God tier. This DeBusschere card is legitimately a beast. I think he's really, really good. He's an easy A tier, and he's probably like borderline higher than that. Gerald Wallace, if you love defense and capable shooting, Gerald Wallace is going to be a nice card for you. I don't think he's unbelievable, but if you love a 3-and-D with a good jumper, good dunking, and good defense, you're going to like Gerald Wallace, the small forward position. Dirk Nowitzki, 80 speed big, who's 7 foot, shoots the ball really well, but his jumper's not that great, and he's not an elite finisher. Defensively, he's better than you would expect Dirk to be. Card's actually good. I think he's better than Weber. I'm going to go low A for Pink Diamond Dirk. It's the best Pink Diamond Dirk card I think we've ever seen, to be totally honest. I'm not sure he's ever had a good Pink Diamond. This one, even with 55 standing and driving dunk, he's 7 foot. He will standing dunk sometimes. Now, he's not going to get contact dunks of any sort at all. But open standing dunks, 55 standing dunk at 7 foot doesn't matter. He's going to be fine. I think his shooting ability is great. I think he's got enough speed and defense to compete. He's probably low A, but I am going to put him A. Maybe I'm a little biased. Lenny Wilkins sucks, D tier. Sean Elliott, another A tier. 6'8" shooting guard with a really good jumper. He's better than Amin and Gerald Wallace. He's probably on that Eddie Jones high A tier level, to be honest. Really good jumper. He's a good card. Mo Lucas, another good card. I think he's got like a 70-something 3-ball, a legitimately solid jumper, and another awesome defensive wing who's like 6'9" too, so he's a big, small forward. I think he's good too. Charles Oakley, only like 6'9" at power forward, probably Mel Daniels level, honestly. Is that Mel Daniels worth keeping in B tier? I need to look at him a little more. I haven't looked at him much. 90 speed, 75 3-ball, 95 dunk though. You know, Mel Daniels might default big. Oh, that's so bad. Default big jumper is ugly. You know what? I take it back. Mel Daniels, I'm sorry you're going down to C tier. That default big shot is not going to get the job done. There we go. Spencer Haywood, if he was taller than 6'8", or sorry, 6'7", I'd be higher on the card, but he's very small. His jumper's good though. He's good defensively. He's better than Mel Daniels. I'll go low B. I think that's fair. Wemby, S tier, best card on the list. He is going to be like 9 million MT when he comes out. S tier, duh. Wilt Chamberlain, can't shoot. He's so good on the inside, I'm still putting him C. I'm not putting him higher than C. He can't shoot at all. James Harden, not S tier. He's not good enough defensively. He doesn't have insane movement. He's not a ridiculous slasher. He's a good slasher. He's a great shooter. His jumper's money, but his SIGs are overrated. And I think defensively he's kind of a mid card. I don't think he's that great. Zion, 6'6" power forward, ugly. His shot's not good. He's just an ugly card. He's not good. You know what I mean? Kind of like Jalen Williams, where it's like, why are you playing power forward? I guess it makes more sense with Zion because that's what he plays in real life. I feel like J-Dub not being small forward eligible is kind of ridiculous to me. I think Zion with his jumper, though, he's got to go D tier. He's so mid at power forward. Jerry Lucas is really good. People are not going to think of him as a good card, but he's, while only 6'8", has really nice stats and badges and a very, very good jump shot, plus a good fade. He's an A tier guy. Big Z, despite only being like 69 speed, I'm putting him S tier. He is 7'3" with an absolutely god tier jumper, and he's going to be a great interior defender. Yes, I wish he was a little faster, but I still think he's S tier. I think Big Z's an absolute beast. Larry Keenan, awesome defender, solid jumper. He's good. I don't think he's quite S, but I think he's another like Gerald Wallace type guy. He's a little bigger than Gerald. He's a good card. I think he's solid. A tier for sure. Bob Dandridge, this card kind of stinks. He's not that good. Kind of like DeMar, just jumper's not very good on him. I think he's C. Adam Morrison, solid, not unbelievable. Good shot creator at 6'8" at small forward. Does a lot of things well, but not quite S tier, I don't think. He's not elite enough defensively, really, to be there. But he's a good card. Cedric Maxwell is also a little bit of a low 3-ball rating, but a great slasher, good defender, and a good jump shot. He's nice, too. Allen Houston always has surprisingly decent movement. I think he's probably another A tier. We have a lot of A tier guys, but Allen Houston, good jumper, solid slasher, not horrible defensively. He's going to be a good card. Aldridge is always going to be a good card as well. We have so many A tiers in a row right here, but Aldridge is like 6'11" with a good jumper and enough athleticism to compete. He's a good card too. Jamal Wilkes stinks. Undersized, like 6'6", small forward. He's good defensively, but he's not a very good shooter. Probably not D, but not higher than C. Terry Dishinger, only 6'7", but he's going to go S tier. Elite shot creator, very good defender, nasty slasher, has a great jumper. He's really, really good. Fat Lever, not that good. His jumper's not elite. His stats and badges aren't great. I think he's a C tier. Dennis Johnson is 6'4" at point guard, good defender, fine jumper, not a great shooter, but I think he's B. Wayne Embry stinks, 6'8", with a bad jumper is not going to cut it at big man. And then Gail Goodrich is also kind of mid. I think he's only like 6'2" or so. Like, he's not very big is the problem with Gail Goodrich. He has 96 speed, 97 3-ball. He can dunk wide open. It says 75, but he's only 6'1", yeah. 60 interior at 6'1" is not great. He has off challenger and off on ball and a decent jumper. Damian Lillard escape isn't bad. Am I really gonna not put him D tier though? I honestly don't know. I feel like that's a little generous for a 6'1" point guard. I'm sorry. And then Gilbert Arenas is gonna go B tier. Jumper could be a little better, but the stats and badges. Actually, he's gonna go C. His jumper's never good enough, to be totally honest, to be elite. He is 6'4", but I don't think he's nasty. He's not amazing defensively. As a whole, this is my list. Y'all let me know what y'all think of it in the comment section down below. I know it's long, and I didn't spend a ton of time on each of these cards just because I didn't want this video to be super long, but hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back on more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.